loves, and welcome to season 2 of Now Relationship Tea with Tina. The podcast used to be called Relationship Realness, and I just honestly felt like over the last 6 months or so, the last time I recorded an episode was back in August. And over the last 6 months or so, I have just gone through a lot of change, a lot of growth, a lot of experiences, and wanted to just completely shift the way I shared relationship advice, relationship wisdom. And it was just time for a refresh, okay? It was time for a refresh. A lot of my content is very educational, but I think that it is time that you guys saw a little bit more of my personality. There is a lot to me that maybe I have had the realization that I have hidden behind and or not really shared too much of my personality, because I realized there's some soul searching that I was just kind of like struggling with a fear of being seen. And I think that we all struggle with a fear of being seen, but we all have this innate desire to truly be our authentic selves. And I think that I just reached this point in my life and in my career where it was time for a change. And so here we are. So what you can expect from Relationship Tea with Tina is exactly what it sounds like. We're going to be spilling all of the relationship tea, from having a pop culture with Paige segment with my sister, where we're going to be talking about all things relationships in pop culture and the dynamics, the relationships with ourselves, the relationships we have with our family, the relationships that we have with our workplace and our work environments and social media and our partners and all of the things, body image. I think that when we really think about the word relationships, one thing particularly comes to mind immediately, and that's typically our relationship with our romantic partners. And yes, that relationship is so beyond beautiful and so important. Trust me, I know. But in order to create a healthy relationship with our romantic partner, so many other relationship dynamics come into play. If we've had a good day at work, if we feel good in our own skin, if we have beautiful community and friendships around us. And millennials in particular, I believe, have truly been in this state of like fight or flight mode and living in constant trauma for such a long period of time that learning how to create healthy relationships and healing our relationship with ourselves has become even more important and even more imperative than it has honestly ever been. And it's being a lot more brought to the surface than has ever been brought to the surface before. I think everybody is starting to get very curious about who we are, who you are, what makes us happy, what makes us truly happy. Because for so long we have been conditioned by the world and by society that we're on a trajectory, right? You go to school, you go to college, you do well, then you graduate, then you get married and you buy a house and you have your beautiful career, easy peasy, right? And then you have kids and then you work until you're 65 and then you retire and then you die. But I think that we are all really kind of waking up to a new perspective and a new way of thinking. And in order for us to truly embrace this new way of thinking, in order for us to truly feel happy in our lives and truly feel fulfilled in our lives, we have to start from square one. We have to break generational patterns. We have to shift our mindsets. We have to almost go through this like wild awakening of waking the fuck up. Like waking the fuck up that maybe there is another way of living our lives that feels a little bit better for us. That doesn't require us to just sit at a desk for like 8 to 10 hours a day. That requires us to really learn about what it means to create a healthy relationship. Like honestly, your girl's flabbergasted that we never learned this stuff in school. I have so many conversations with clients and my friends that don't even know where to start with creating a healthy relationship with their partners, what it even means to create a healthy relationship with ourselves, let alone be able to set boundaries and stop people pleasing and let go of like perfectionism, and that we don't have to live our lives the exact same way that our parents lived their lives. And maybe we should also take our parents off of a pedestal, right? And not always just like listen to what they say and think they're always right, because we have evolved so much since our parents' generation and their generation where they learned that. So I think a big part of relationship tea with Tina is we're just going to get very real. We're just going to be spilling a lot of the relationship tea. Like, we're not holding back here. We're going to be talking father wounds in the next episode. And that is a story that I have really been kind of shy and hesitant to share, but I think that it's a very important one, growing up with a narcissistic parent. I have my first Pop Culture with Paige episode also live right now that you can go ahead and listen to. And if you have any topics, if you have any areas of pain points and things that you really know that you want me to touch on and talk about, like, tell me, message me, comment, like, subscribe, do all of the things so you can make sure that you stay up to date with all of the new content that I am putting out, because I don't think you're going to want to miss it. There is going to be a lot of golden nuggets that you can take with you moving forward and implementing into your lives. And I'm honestly just really, really excited for this new chapter. So why should we waste any more time? I love you all so freaking much. And thank you all for your always, always, always continued support. And cheers. Let's do this thing.